What's up, Soul Fam, and everyone out there in the world? This is Moonology Tarot, and this is going to be a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars for the first half of the Sun transitioning the sign of Sagittarius. Now, I hope all of y'all had a good Scorpio season, and with that being said, I hope everything will go well for y'all during Sagittarius season. Well, so with that being said, let's talk about the Sun and what it represents being in Sagittarius. So the Sun is, of course, our actions, our viewpoints, how we see the world around us, as well as correlates to our wants, and it is going to be in the energies of Sagittarius, which is mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius itself was born out of the 9th house of higher education, wisdom, higher knowledge, and long distance travel both externally and internally. So, with that being said, you Aries are cardinal fire, initiating and creating new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Aries was born out of the 1st house of personal interest, personal affairs, personal insecurities, and personal people, places, and things in your life. So, with that being said, Aries Sun, you're going to have a trine, so you're going to have be more mutable about how you initiate your new ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Aries Moon, this is what you're going to be attracting. You're going to be attracting others people's and no gifts of being more mutable and adaptable to their own ways of initiating new ways of seeing and feeling emotions towards you. So, with that being said, we're going to draw 9 cards plus an overall from the Universal Tarot deck, and then move on to the Rider-Waite deck for clarifications, and then move to the Moonology Oracle deck and see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, see what you guys got going on. Give this deck one more shuffle, and we'll see what's happening for y'all during the first half of the Sun transitioning sign of Sagittarius. So, let's draw. So your overall energies of the reading is the Tarot, which is Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart. And if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But there is a Tarot moment happening for you. Now, given the fact that I see the cards, I feel like this is a good Tarot moment happening for you. And Tarot moments, all that means is that it's a clearing away of energy. So it could be either positive or negative. But we'll clarify this to see what's going on. But as you can see here with the, as I go through the spread, that I feel like it is good energy. So your first card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Queen of Wands, which is talking about you being independent, passionate, and going after what you want and desire without necessarily caring about other thoughts and feelings, but still caring about them themselves, but not those thoughts and feelings about what you want to go after during this time. Now, your second card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Queen of Pentacles, which is talking about nurturing energy. So you're nurturing yourself, you're also nurturing others around you, as well as what you're working on and what you're wanting and desiring to do in your life during this time. Keep in mind that this is a card of fertility, so you may, if you aren't trying to have children, do the necessary means to prevent that from happening, because with this card coming out, you are fertile. And moving on to your next card, your third card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the 9 of Cups, which 9 of Cups is talking about being independent and sufficient in the emotional world, and have everything that you need in the emotional world, but you may not have everything that you want in the emotional world. But this card is also talking about fertile energy. So again, if you're not trying to have children, do the necessary means to prevent that from happening. Now, with your fourth card from the Universal Secretary that you get is the Three of Pentacles, which is talking about working hard and in a typical Rider-Waite deck, he could be collaborating with others, but with this specific tarot card, he's by himself and he's sharing it with the world. So you may be working on a project by yourself and sharing it with the world and with others around you during this time, with the Three of Pentacles showing up. Now with the fifth card for the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. So you could be dealing with the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Virgo in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But this card is talking about going within, following your intuition, and following that inner guidance that you create for yourself, either by listening to your higher self or listening to your, like I said, your intuition. Now your sixth card from your Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Six of Pentacles, which the Six of Pentacles is talking about equal give and take. So whatever energy you put out, expect that energy to replicate back to you in equal amounts. So pay attention to what energy you put in and where you're putting it in as well, because there is a sense of equal give and take here with the Six of Pentacles showing up. Now your seventh card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Seven of Pentacles, which the Seven of Pentacles is talking about you've already planted seeds, you're waiting for things to grow, but this is also a card of warning to not be impatient. So be patient during this time. Understand and understand that things take time to grow, and it may take longer than what you necessarily would like it to. So just keep on working hard, keep on putting energy work where you want to, towards what you're wanting and desiring to do in your life. And know that this card is about being patient as well. But keep in mind also to just wait for things to happen. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. With your eighth card from the Universal Tarot deck that you get is the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is talking about clarity and a new idea. So you could be getting clarity from some person, place, or thing, or you may be having a new idea getting sparked through your own being. So continue to put energy work into this idea if it is an idea, especially if it's for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good during this time. Now your ninth card, and last but not least from the Universal Tarot deck they get is the Knight of Swords, which is talking about taking action and communicating about what you want and desire in your life during this time. Just do your best to not be overbearing towards others during this first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, let's move on to the Rider-Waite deck for clarifications and see what additional info we can get out from the tarot by clarifying these cards. So, clarifying the tarot card is the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is talking about adapting yourself to the circumstances, situation that you're in, but you also need to watch out for communication. But as long as you adapt yourself to the situation or circumstances you're in, a tarot moment will happen, which I feel like, through what I'm feeling right now, is a positive thing. So just adapt yourself the best way you can, have patience, and watch out for communication during this time. Now with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Two of Wands, which is talking about planning and looking at the bigger picture of your life while doing so. But from this planning energy and looking at the bigger picture of your life, you are passionately going after what you want and desire in your life without necessarily caring about others' thoughts and feelings while doing so. So plan accordingly to what's best for you while looking at the bigger picture of your life as a whole. Now with the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment card, which is Sagittarius energy. So you'll be dealing with the Sagittarius, no, not the Sagittarius, Scorpio energy, excuse me. So you'll be dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Scorpio. But overall, you are giving rebirth to an idea that you once had in the past. So you may be putting more nurturing energy towards your work or what it is that you're wanting and desiring to do in your life during this time, as well as others around you. But there is some type of rebirth going on for you. Just make sure it's for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good moving forward during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy. So you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, or have Sagittarius in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are combining two or more worlds together, whether that be your personal life or your business life, your relationship life, whatever the case may be. You are combining two or more worlds together. So I see you, by doing this, you're being in this independent energy in the emotional world, while combining two or more worlds together, moving forward during this time. Okay, so moving on to your fourth card being the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is talking about you feeling guarded, you may be feeling defensive, or you being persistent during this time. So you, with it clarifying the Three of Pentacles, I feel like this is persistent energy, and you're doing your best to stay strong and being persistent on what you are working on and what you're wanting to share with the world during this time, while the Sun is transitioning the first half of Sagittarius. Just don't let your if this is talking about a guarded feeling, do your best to not let this guarded feeling get the best of you during this time. But I feel like it's more towards the persistent energy for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Keep working hard, especially for the betterment of your well-being and your highest good moving forward during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Hermit card is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles, again, is talking about nurturing yourself, nurturing what it is that you want and desire to do in your life during this time, and nurturing others around you that you are around and that you care for. But this is where where you're going into hermit mode. You're following your intuition while doing so, while you're nurturing what it is that you want and desire to do, as well as yourself and others people around you. So, have patience during this time and keep listening to your intuition moving forward. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is talking about either feeling burdened or having responsibilities that feel like burdens. But as long as you keep carrying out these responsibilities, you will get that energy back in an equal way. So keep doing what you're doing during this time while the Sun is transitioning the first half of Sagittarius. Now with the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Justice card, which is Libra energy. So you can be dealing with the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or have Libra in your chart, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. I'm still thinking about Scorpio season, but this is talking about the first half of Sagittarius season. So, back to the card at hand. With the Justice card clarifying the Seven of Pentacles, you're doing this your best to balance things out during this time with where you plant seeds at, as well as being patient. Do your best to bring resolution, you're doing your best to bring resolution and harmony with the Justice card, with where you are planting seeds at this time. So continue to do so during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Ace of Swords is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo energy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or may have these energies in your chart somewhere, and if so, these energies will be amplified for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But this is talking about changes and rolling with changes and rolling with the cycles of your life. And by going with the flow, so to speak, you will end up giving a new birthing of a new idea during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. So, with the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is talking about you taking leadership over a vision that you've envisioned for yourself during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. And with that being said, do your best to have patience during this time, and just have patience with yourself and with what it is that you want and desire to do. Remember that it is clarifying the Knight of Swords, so you are taking action and communicating about what you want to do, but just do your best to not be overburdened during this time. So, that being said, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck. So I see you working with the changes, I see you planning, I see you working hard during this time, and just do what's best for your betterment of your being and your highest good. And as long as you do your best to watch your communication and adapt as necessary, a tower moment will happen for you, but I feel like this is a good tower moment. Letting go and destroying anything that's negative for you during the first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. So let's move on to said Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you. Then move to end the reading off. So, with that being said, your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is Third Quarter Moon. Adjustments are required. So adjustments are required for during this time. So adjust yourself as necessary. As you can see here with the Page of Swords, there is adapting and adjusting that needs to happen. If you already feel like you already know where you need to adjust yourself at, so do your best to adjust yourself in that way, whatever way that means to you. But like I said, I feel like you already know what that means. And yeah, in general, adjust yourself, and adjustments are required, like Mother Moon says. Now, your second card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So your hard work is paying off during this first half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. So, with that being said, keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing during this time, because it will pay off for you during the first half of Sagittarius, or it will start feeling like it is paying off for you in some way, shape, or form. Now, your third card, and last but not least, from Mother Moon to you, to me, is Blue Moon. Believe in the impossible. So believe in the impossible. Believe that things are going to work out for you the best way they can. Believe in what you are wanting and desiring to do in your life, and believe that things will grow into fruition. Like the card says, believe in the impossible during the first half of the Sun transition sign of Sagittarius. And with that being said, that'll be all for this general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. I hope this helped. I hope this brought clarity or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family. Shout out to Dola the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed. Remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and